We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot doctors. We lost our new Leopard 50 catamaran to fire, so we began our search for the perfect performance catamaran for sailing us around the world. Jump on board for this adventure, and together, who knows what we can achieve? Because life is better barefoot.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Barefoot Doctors Sailing. Today we are going to be taking you to the Portofino shipyard and letting Raphael explain to you how aluminium welding is done and some of the details around how to make sure that it's a quality weld, etc, etc. There were lots of people asking us about this sort of information previously, so hopefully this will get the information to all of you guys who are interested in those sort of details. So hope you enjoy the detail, and let's go to the video.
Hello to everyone. Pleasure to explain to you our welding procedure. The procedure is something very important because instead of have a weak point in the joint, we are going to have a stronger point in the joint if we follow the proper procedure. The procedure is not just something that we have to follow because we know that it needs to be in that way. The procedure, called WPS, is an official procedure that needs to be submitted to the certification authority, in our case RINA.
And RINA is valid in the US as well.
RINA is valid everywhere in the world, and they have office everywhere in the world, even in US, and they are certified by the US Coast Guard. The welding procedure is something really important. There's make the difference between the welding well done and the welding useless. It's really the big difference. I'm going to show you what could be a bad welding, could not follow the procedure, and what could be the good welding according to the procedure, and become the joint become more strong than the plate itself. Sometimes we need to be careful to don't make it so strong because you are going to create a rigid point, and it's not good for the structure. The structure needs to be flexible, more or less in the same way everywhere. So if I'm going to join, suppose that this is a plate. If I welding here and I welding here, the penetration will be minimum. So I will have inside part of the structure not welded, not joined. The welding is a melting of the material. So with this kind of welding, I'm going to have more rigidity outside, so more rigid outside and not welded inside. In this case, this is absolutely a weak point, and we need to avoid welding without a full penetration. The full penetration is when we prepare the welding parts. So we are going to have like 30%, 30%, third part of each. In this case, what we're going to do, we are going to make the first welding inside, and we're going to close this one with full welding, and we are going to have a full penetration because we are going to melt all this area. After this, we are going to clean the outside parts because for sure some part of the welding came from this area. So before welding, this area needs to be complete free, absolutely free of any welding that come from inside. So with the disc, the guys, they are gonna, this is the channel where we are gonna welding. They are gonna clean all this channel by disc and Makita or whatever. After that, we are going to make the first welding, that is minimum inside, to start the first penetration. And the final welding, we are talking about the shell of the boat. The final welding will be at this level. So finally, what we are going to have, we're going to have a welding like this. This one, it's full inside. This one is double. One is like this to be connected with this. And the second one will be in this place to fill all the gap that we create. In the end of the work, we have just little bit of round welding out. Then we cannot, especially in underwater, we cannot grinding. So we have to minimize this in order to minimize the filler that have to be applied on the boat to leveling the welding. But absolutely the welding cannot be cut. Whatever you welding, after welding you cannot touch. So you need to prepare very well your joint in order to avoid big welding outside. As you see our boat, we will see on the production site, we manage to bend very careful the bottom of the boat, the water line from below the water line, just in order to minimize the filler. But how you can see now in this phase, then the boat is naked, without filler, without paint, nothing. You can see then the line is very well done. The curve is perfect. Of course you need a filler, any boat need a filler, but minimize. Try to avoid the big thickness of filler. If the welding is well done, following a correct procedure, the point of the welding is just a bit stronger than the closest material. And in case of impact, it's not going to break the welding. It's going to break just close to the welding. That is what normally happens. You are a doctor. You know very well that when the bones has been after the fracture has
Stronger,
been welded strong. The next fracture will not
be the same point. It will be always close to the old one.
In the office here is heading towards the air conditioner because these phones, our cameras have got so hot that we need to hang them near the air conditioning before they shut down. It's so hot. We've never been here in summer before, and yeah, I can understand why. Anyway, I'm going to put you up under the air conditioning to get cool. How's that? That feel nice?
That is absolutely mandatory to have an internal structure. Our boat is built like this. This is a chine, this is the bottom, and this is again the... I apologize, I'm not very good in drawing, but I will try to explain you the concept. Of course, to reinforce the boat, we have some structure in this way. This is a keel, so it's a bigger one. The boat, they go from the bow of the boat to the back of the boat, same structure, one structure longer like the boat. And we have T-junction like this. Of course, if you bring a piece of paper, you can bend very easy in this direction, but not in this direction. So when you have two, like a T, you make a box concept, no? So you cannot bend in any direction. It's gonna be more strong in any direction. This is not gonna weld them full with the hull. So if this is the stiffener, it's going to be welded here, here, here. In the other side, it's going to welding opposite, here, here, and here. So looking from the top, you have this structure with some welding here and some welding here, some welding here, some welding here. Why we are not going to welding full the structure? Because we want to maintain the elasticity. We don't want to stress the hull with an over strong point. So when something becomes so strong, lose the flexibility. In this case, we maintain the flexibility, but in the same time, we halt the hull with all the structure to be strong, but without lose the flexibility. This is part of the welding procedure. That is start from the designer of the boat, then decide how many welding and where, merge with the experience of the welder, of course, because our welder, they have minimum 15 years experience in aluminum boat welding with other company, because as you know, we are new in the market, but we hire people with minimum 15 years experience of welding of marine aluminum. And many times, I have to say, thanks to their experience, all the management of the company, including the engineers, they learn something from them. The best way is to merge the theory of the engineers with the experience of the workers. Always listen to them. This is Pradeep, one of our guys. He worked with us since 10 years.
Wow.
And Saturday 12. So they are very trustable because Saturday not too much. Pradeep is a good guy. They are part of our family since more than 10 years. So the relationship is really strong. You know?
Hi guys, this is a call out to anyone that wants to do something special and become one of our Patreons. But the benefits that I can list off now are you become up close and personal with us. You have monthly chats with us. There are early release of videos. They are behind the scenes videos that no one else gets to see. And also you have amazing sailing adventures with us, which the next one is coming up in about a month's time right here in Turkey. So we're going to have lots of fun with that, and that's only privy to the Patreon. So if you appreciate the effort we put into making these videos, you can show us the love and you can become a Patreon for as little as $3 a week. And all the money goes to charity to save lives all around the world. So jump on board guys and come barefoot with us.
Well, it's not a good idea to join the different thickness if the difference is really big. There is a proportional, the percentage. Every time you can avoid to join, like 20 millimeters with 5 millimeters, is absolutely better to avoid. Why? Because the 20 it will be so rigid. The other one it will be so flexible. So that welding is always subject to a lot of stress for the flexibility of the small one. We always try to change step by step, never from a big thickness to the very small one. And this is exactly what we design in the support of the center board. Then that support is made for two reasons. One reason, of course, is to keep the strong point for the center board, but even because when you beach the boat is exactly where the boat is going to sit. So we would like to sit the boat on a 16 millimeters of thickness aluminium, but how to connect the 16 with the shell of the boat and the 6 through an intermediary belt, ring aluminium with an intermediary thickness in order to downsize regularly and not.
Let's go through and see the.
Nice. Let's go.
Let's go see the CAD drawings, guys.
So guys, we're here in the technical office of where the computers are, and we have a look at the CAD drawings and big computer screens, and we connect with the design team over in Italy. And so we're going to have a look at some CAD drawings now to explain about the aluminium and how it all connects with the different thicknesses of aluminium. So come on over here to Rafa.
So here we are on the CAD drawing on the computer of our technical office. I'm going to show you the structure. So let's go to see how is made the bottom. Is made by 3 different thickness. This is the pocket where the center board will disappear when it's closed. And this structure is the 16 millimeters thickness. Here we have the 8 millimeter thickness, and here we have the 6 millimeter thickness. So as we told before, the thickness is going to reduce gradually, not with a big step, in order to spread the load when you are going to beach the boat in a very proportional way. This is very important to reduce the flexibility in proportional way, and to see in details how this particular part of the boat is made. We can cut the boat in this way. Look, and after that we can twist and we can enter in the boat. Here you can absolutely see the different thickness, how it's going.
Oh yeah.
See, from one thickness to another to another. This is the 16 millimeters until here. This is the 8 millimeters, and above here is the 6 millimeters. This point of the boat will be very strong because we have a lot of structure, and on top of this we have also all the tanks are here. Diesel, grey water and black water. Only the fresh water tank is in the back of the boat. Here you can see how the tanks of the boat are built. This we are talking about structural tanks. So it's not the tank that we had on the boat. The boat is part, the structure is part of the tank. To do that, we have to connect all this plate together, and also inside some partition to avoid the liquid to shaking when you sail in the bad weather. So we keep the liquid a little bit more stable. Even if here we are exactly in the center of the boat, and we don't have to worry for the weight of the liquids. All the weight will be here. All the heavy weight will be here because also the engine is here and the liquids are here. So we are trying to concentrate most of the weight, not exactly in the center of the boat, because a typical characteristic of any catamarans is for safety reason try to keep the weight a little bit more in the back than in the center, because in the bad weather normally the catamaran try to put the nose down. So if we put more weight in the bow, it's not good for the asset of the boat. So the weight need to be center or a little bit back, not too much back, because what happen if I put the weight too much back, I'm gonna create a fulcrum here, and the pitch of the bow will be much more. So if I have the fulcrum in the middle, when the boat is moving, I split the moving between the front and the back. So if the front will come half a meter out, the back will go half a meter down. But if the fulcrum is here, it's only the bow that moving 1 meter up and down. And this is totally uncomfortable for the people on the boat. It's not a problem for the boat herself. It's a problem for the people that stay on board, because you have more shaking up and down. So if the weight is in the center, you control the pitch much better. You have less pitch, and also you split the pitch movement front and back. This tank in this position give to the boat, of course, a very good weight position, but also a lot of strong structure in the place where you're going to beach the boat. I have to build the structure of the tanks. Better to build where we need more strongness than where we don't need. So that is the concept of the boat. It's designed with some kind of
multi-functionality.
We try to combine as much as possible. We really work a lot on this kind of function. The reason to be on the market is to be on the market with innovation, with something really designed. We like to say we are in the side of the owners of the boat, in the side of the customers. We like to be sitting there with the customer. And so all the time we design something, we think about, and we are there on the boat. So any problem the customer will face, I imagine virtually to be there with the customer. So I'm always thinking that we need to design something to make the life of the customer easier and safer. That is the main target of Portofino.
I like it. And that's why we love Portofino.
Look, I just want to say thank you all for building our boat. So I just want to brought you a little bit of cake for afternoon tea, so you could have something sweet and nice for us to say thank you very much.
We really appreciate you working so hard on our boat. We know it's hot and we know you work long hours and staying here, so thank you so much from John and me.
And thank you to John and Ellie to be here.
When is the boat in the water after we have another one?
Yeah, more cake. Yeah, it's going so well.
Okay guys, look, thanks very much to everybody who wrote in commenting on my hair. I know it's a very serious matter, but of course this is completely frivolous nonsense.
But drum roll, the results are in.
They are.
And what did it show?
Look, the vast majority of people wanted me to keep growing it. That was very surprising. But so there we go. There was a few really interesting comments.
So one of my favourites was Utah Johnny. And what did he say?
So he said, keep growing your hair until the Portofino 52 is finished, and then while you're sailing along, sit on the bow with the wind blowing all your hair.
Don't worry about the knots, because then at the end,
You can just cut it all off.
when the boat's finished.
Yeah, so that's really great. We had another person who said about grow a top notch, which I didn't even know what a top notch was. Good
So
grief.
5 minutes ago, honestly.
So top notch, tied up in a bun, and that way it'll look neat. And this was Lincoln, and he said I'd create a cool surfer boy look,
Yeah, so
which is obviously what Elizabeth would love.
another one of our favourites was from Wink Wink, and they said something about it's always appealing for a guy to have nice, wild, long, blonde hair.
But more importantly, if you've got a beautiful woman at your side, it doesn't matter what you look like because you look fantastic anyway.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree with that one. Thanks, Wink Wink.
That was really nice. So Jacob the inventor gave me brownie points for not looking at the Portofino when I had the chance to, not doing a cheeky look. I had to do these ones because I wanted to wait until John was there so we saw the boat together. And he said that that was a true dedication of love and I deserve brownie points. So thank you, Jacob. I will accept those brownie points.
Tell us what we're going to do with my hair, honey.
So we're going to grow it until we get it to long enough to be a top notch. So that's pulling it all up back so we don't have to worry about his fringe falling in his face, and we're just going to pull it all back and put it in a top notch until you can't stand it any
Until I
longer.
can't stand it any longer.
So we'll see how long he can actually stand it for.
No, I don't have to be a respectable person in the
No,
community.
you can be a scruff.
I can be wild, wild.
You can be a
Cool surfer dude.
cool surfer dude.
And also just apologies to anybody out there that is follicularly challenged and doesn't really, and gets insulted about what they think I should be doing about my hair when they don't have very much of
They
it.
don't have follicles.
It was all meant in fun, guys, and hopefully we enjoyed the little bit of frivolity amongst the serious stuff of building a new boat.
Yes, I was going to say, in all seriousness, it's all just a bit of fun.
And really, actually, I don't care very much. It's just the hassle factor that I have. And
He keeps on saying, whatever you want, honey, you're the one looking at it.
I know.
So thanks for the input, guys. We really had fun reading through all the different comments about what he should do with his hair. So thanks for playing the game, and we really enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah. See you later. So hopefully that answered all your questions about aluminium. If you have any other questions for us, just let us know in comments below, and we'll answer them as best we can. And if we can't answer them, we'll put them onto Raphael to get the expert opinion. Thanks very much, Rafa.
Thank you.
So now, folks, we're going to have a walk through the boat with the CAD drawings. So having a look at the furniture and a little bit how it's set out. So let's have a look at that. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you like what we do, show us the love and hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on your regular fix. Then kick off your shoes and you can come barefoot with us.
So he said, keep growing the boat until a Portofino 52 is
Keep growing
built.
the boat.
Okay, guys, thanks very much. All the best.
That was a bit sudden.
Well, we got to end, honey.
I know.
You end it then.